Suddenly, have you found yourself feeling differently? Like the attitude and actions you thought define you no longer do. It's okay to feel uneasy about change, especially sudden. But remember that this transition could very likely lead you toward discovering your true identity, the person you were meant to become. Contrary to what you might believe, given the sudden change in your attitude, these changes aren't bad things. Rather, they're meant to help you become the best possible version of yourself. Consider these changes a chance to escape society's restrictions and embark on a beautiful journey of self-discovery. On your journey through life, you will inevitably come across people who oppose your changes. Some might even try to follow in your footsteps and resist change themselves. But don't let them stop you. The current changes happening in your life are there for a reason, to help you open your eyes to new perspectives, give you the strength to face challenges head-on, remind you of past mistakes so that you can learn from them, and provide countless opportunities for growth along the way. So embrace the change. Don't be afraid of it, and keep moving forward. If any of these sounds familiar, here are the 10 uncomfortable signs that you're becoming a better person. The 10th sign is when the way you see things starts to look different. You no longer focus on the negative aspects of life, and instead, see the beauty and potential in everything. The world looks brighter to you, and you're filled with hope for the future. This change can be attributed to your newfound appreciation for life. As you start seeing all the good out there, you can't help but be optimistic about the future. If you're feeling this change, it's a sign that you're on the right track. Keep up the excellent work, and don't let anyone bring you down. Remember, the world is yours for the taking. The 9th sign that you're becoming a better person is you feel more comfortable doing things on your own and being isolated from others. You understand what is important to you at this stage and prioritize those things. Your goals are set, and you want to achieve them without any distractions or setbacks. You know that you can accomplish things independently and don't need anyone else's approval or help. When something crucial needs to be done, you take responsibility for it instead of procrastinating or relying on others. You take action and do your best to get the job done. You want to become as self-reliant as possible during tough times and not be a weight on others. You might feel incredibly lonely, but you should also remember how strong and capable you are. Don't forget to express gratitude for the help you have received from others. It is essential to let them know that their efforts were not in vain. The next sign is when you're humble and recognize that everyone has something to offer. At this point, you realize that no one is perfect and everyone has unique skills and talents. You're no longer threatened by others' success or feel the need to put them down. Instead, you're genuinely happy for them. You know that there's room for everyone to succeed and that you don't have to be the best at everything. You're confident in your abilities and know that you have something special to offer. This change is brought about by your newfound sense of security. When you're secure in who you are, you don't feel the need to compete with others or put them down. Instead, you can focus on your own goals and aspirations. The 7th sign is when you're able to have tough conversations and express yourself honestly. You're no longer afraid of conflict or difficult conversations because you know that it's necessary to have these discussions in order to grow and move forward. You're honest with yourself and others, even if it means saying things that might be unpopular or hurtful. You understand it's better to have an open and honest conversation than to keep everything bottled up. You know that expressing yourself can come to a resolution or at least a better understanding. This change is brought about by your newfound sense of confidence. When you're confident in who you are, you're not afraid to speak your mind or stand up for yourself. You know you have a right to your opinions and don't have to agree with everyone. The sixth uncomfortable sign that you're becoming a better person is when you start making time for important things. You no longer put your own needs on the back burner to please others or make them happy. You know that you need to take care of yourself first. This can be a difficult change because it means disappointing others or going against the grain. But it's important to remember that you're not obligated to do anything that doesn't make you happy. The fifth sign is when you're able to be vulnerable and open up to others. Your newfound sense of trust brings about this change. When you're secure in who you are, you don't have to put up a wall to protect yourself. You know that you can be open and honest with others without fear of being hurt. You might find yourself sharing things that you wouldn't have previously shared, such as your feelings or fears. This vulnerability can be scary, but it's also a sign of strength. It shows you're comfortable with yourself and others, to be honest. Suppose you find yourself unafraid to cut toxic individuals out of your life. In that case, that's a fourth sign that you're becoming a better person. As time elapses, you'll start questioning your bonds with others and becoming more mindful of who wants to remain in your life and who doesn't. You may also realize that some relationships are authentic while others aren't. After doing some reflection, you learn that certain people don't deserve a place in your life and you won't think twice about letting them go. It's normal to feel guilty when losing a friend, but sometimes it is necessary to live a positive life. Letting go of negative people will help you move on without any guilt. You'll develop the courage to end relationships with people who have been toxic to you, made you question your worth, and left you feeling depressed. The third sign is you're comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. You're no longer afraid of feeling pain or going through tough times. You know that these experiences are a part of life and will make you stronger in the end. You might find yourself seeking out new and challenging experiences, even outside your comfort zone. This can be scary, but it's also a sign of growth. You're no longer afraid to fail or to make mistakes. You know that these are inevitable and that they don't define you as a person. The second sign is when you start valuing your happiness over others. You no longer prioritize making others happy at the expense of your happiness. You know that you deserve to be happy and that you don't need anyone's approval to pursue your happiness. You might find yourself making decisions that are best for you, even if they're not popular with others. This can be a difficult change, but it's important to remember that you're not responsible for other people's happiness. The first sign is when you are worried about the future, but willing to go forth anyway. And though it might not seem like it from the outside, building self-confidence takes work. Even when you're feeling down and out, you put on a brave face for the world. You may not have all the answers to life's big questions yet, but you continue searching for them. Even though you may not feel it right now, you know deep down that everything will eventually work out for the better. The problem is that you don't see how your life will play out with all of the recent and planned events. Even so, you carry on and do what needs to be done today, regardless of the worries crowding your mind. Though it's tough, remember that hardships are often necessary to get you to the point where you'll be living your best life. The most beautiful phase of your life is waiting for you on the other side of these difficulties. When life tests you and threatens to take everything from you, know that God has great gifts and blessings in store for those who survive. Therefore, wholeheartedly accept the hard times when they come. What could be more rewarding than becoming the person you've always wanted to be? And to become that person, several essential changes must take place. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and goodbye.